Hello everyone and welcome back for some more Drag Race gossip, secrets and drama. Today we have lots of juicy Drag Race gossip to talk about, so this video is going to be split into two parts. This is part 1 and we're going to be talking about the Vivienne fainting backstage on All Stars 7, Kerri Colby's Twitter controversy, and marijuana use on the set of Drag Race. All that in today's video, so stick around and make sure you also check out part 2, link in the description. The Vivienne fainted. So, for those of you keeping up with All Stars 7, you'll know that last week's category on the runway was Knitty Knitty Bang Bang, which meant that the queens had to wear outfits that involved some kind of knitwear. The Vivienne wore a floor-length white knitted gown made of wool that she said was, quote, the heaviest garment I've ever worn. The Vivienne also said on the runway that she was, quote, sweating my minge off. However, it turns out that the gown may have been so hot that it caused the Vivienne to faint backstage. During a viewing party last week, fellow All Stars 7 contestant Evie Oddly was talking about the Vivienne's outfit and said, quote, she actually passed out for half a second too. They had to take her out of it for some of the critiques because it was so heavy and so hot. Obviously we don't know if Evie was exaggerating a bit and whether the Vivienne really did faint, but we can clearly tell the Vivienne was overheating. For example, in Untucked, when the queens returned to the workroom after the judges' critiques, they cut to a shot of the Vivienne taking off her garment seconds after walking off stage. She even had to be helped out of the garment by a member of production. When the queens returned to the workroom, the Vivienne can be seen fanning herself and she said, quote, I am dying so I'm cooling down with a cocktail, whose idea was a knitted runway in the middle of Los Angeles. Later the Vivienne explains, quote, that dress weighed 23 pounds if not more. Marijuana on set. Please make sure you hit subscribe and ring the bell to be notified for my future videos. So the use of marijuana has been spoken about quite a lot on Drag Race, with many of the queens being avid marijuana users, one of the most notable examples being La Ganja Estranja from season 6. For those of you that don't know, recreational marijuana is legal in some states in the US, and one of those states is California, which is where Drag Race is filmed. The topic of marijuana use while on the set of Drag Race came up on Twitter recently when a Twitter user asked the question, quote, question for the Ru Girls, is Drag Race a no marijuana workspace? And the Twitter user also tagged Shea Coulee, Monet Exchange and Jada Essence Hall in the tweet. The first person to reply was actually Eve 6000, who appeared on Canada's Drag Race Season 2. Eve said, quote, for Canada you were allowed, but you had to provide your own weed and you could only do it after filming at the hotel. After that, Shea Coulee responded to the tweet and said, quote, technically no, but that didn't stop us. Then Monet Exchange responded to Shea's tweet saying, quote, B, next episode, the rehearsal. It's assumed Monet is referring to this week's episode, which has yet to air, but in last week's episode's preview, it was mentioned that the queens would have to create their own social media dance challenge. So it's assumed that Monet is implying that they were stoned during the rehearsal for this week's episode. Then another Twitter user posted a short video clip from episode 6 of All Stars 7 during the rehearsals for the Total RuQuest Live Challenge, where Monet has an unusual expression on her face with the caption, quote, the rehearsals def be the most obvious. Jada Essence Hall also got involved after someone responded to her tweet with a photo of a man with a glazed expression in his eyes. Jada replied saying, quote, my eyes just naturally float over and around thing I'm trying to focus on. Make sure you check out my Patreon where I offer exclusive member benefits such as shoutouts in my videos, chat community and sending one-to-one messages with me and also exclusive content. Check out patreon.com/dragteaserved or use the link in the bio to sign up. I hope to see you all there and welcome you to the Drag Tea Served family. Kerri Colby's Twitter controversy. Season 14 contestant Kerri Colby had a little bit of controversy this week on Twitter after she tweeted what was meant as a joke about Roe vs. Wade. Just as background for those of you that don't know, Roe vs. Wade was a landmark decision of the US Supreme Court which ruled that the Constitution of the United States generally protects the liberty to choose to have an abortion. However, recently the Supreme Court overruled Roe v. Wade, which caused widespread uproar as it allows individual states to ban abortion, and this sparked a huge amount of controversy. Many celebrities, including Drag Race contestants, commented on this on social media, including Kerri Colby, who is openly trans. Kerri tweeted a photo of herself in underwear with the caption, quote, "F them kids, ride a trans girl. Yeah, I said it. Hashtag birth control, hashtag Roe vs Wade, hashtag abortion rights." This tweet drew a lot of controversy from people who said it was insensitive and that the tweet was in poor taste, and some people were confused as to what Kerri actually meant. Kerri later deleted the tweet and then posted a clarification of what she meant, saying, quote, "To clarify, I said, F them kids, embryos, as in get an abortion by all means." She then continued and said, quote, "Here's my thing, y'all. As a woman of colour, a marginalised stat, and oftentimes the butt of a joke in many cis conversations, I find using satire humour to be a relief in ridiculous political climates like this. I fully am pro-choice, but at the moment I'd rather laugh than cry." She followed this up by saying, quote, "Sensitivity doesn't necessarily solve problems, but regardless, that post was absolutely never meant to be taken seriously." She then tweeted an apology, and this was followed up with a post with a much longer apology. I won't read the full apology, but the main point is that Kerri said, quote, "While my post did not mean to express harm to anyone, I understand that it did. I would like to sincerely apologise for making a joke during a situation that affects so many of us and the people we love." So there you go, there was a large cup of hot Drag Race tea and gossip. Did you know about this drama before, and did any of it surprise you? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you check out part 2 of this video, where I'll be talking about Bag of Chips' ad campaign being pulled after complaints, backstage tea from the set of Drag Race UK, and why Trixie Mattel will never return to All Stars. Link in the description. As usual, please make sure you subscribe to my channel if you liked this video, and if you could please like, comment or share this video, it would really help to boost the algorithm and promote my video to more people. It's a quick and easy way to show support for my channel, and I'd really appreciate it. Please make sure you also follow me on Instagram, where I post exclusive Did You Know fun facts, and I also post interactive quizzes and polls in my Instagram stories, where you can also interact with other Drag Race queens and look at their replies. So make sure you follow me at DragTeaServed on Instagram for some extra content that you won't see on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll join me again in future videos. Thank you, bye!